Brad, Jalen looked off there at the end of the game. Any update in terms of what happened there?
Yeah, we just watched it. It didn't look bad. It just looked like he stepped wrong and just tweaked it. Didn't look like Tice's the other day or anything like that. So hopefully he's got his foot in the bucket of ice, like most of those guys do after every game anyway. So hopefully we'll get him back sooner rather than later. I don't know if it's what it's going to be.
Brad, how significant was it to have Romeo and Grant in there closing out that game? Obviously, you didn't have a lot of options tonight with the injuries, but to see those two young players in there had to be good for you.
Yeah,
to see that.
I mean, it's, those guys both played their role well, and we went up to Romeo this morning and said, highly likely that Marcus and Kimba aren't playing, and if they don't, you'll start on Fournier, and that's really hard. But that's your only task, so focus on it, do it as well as you can, and then space the floor and just play off the other guys. Let those three guys make the game easier for you, and you did a good job of that tonight. I thought Grant's been really good throughout this whole stretch at doing that. He's figuring out where his spots are, playing off the others.
Seems like both games in Orlando, both games against Orlando, you turned to an unconventional player to go in and have a specific assignment like this with Javante the last time and Romeo here. What goes into that thought process?
In Orlando, we had Jalen and Jason out. Here we have Kimba and Marcus out. So that's where the thought process starts, right? So we don't have everyone, and then it's just like, okay. I've always thought that if you can, go in with one assignment, it's a little bit clearer. It's a clearer picture than having to be, this is where you have a discussion with Romeo tomorrow, like here's how hard the league is. You gotta be able to do that and do what Gordon, Jalen, and Jason did tonight, right? That's what the really good players do, and they do it every night. They guard just as hard as you guarded, and they're able to play off pick and rolls and make the right play and get all the attention and, have the best defenders guard them and all that stuff over and over. That's why, that's what all the young guys will ultimately aspire to, is to be one of those guys, but it's hard. And so I thought he did a really good job tonight, and we feel good putting a lot of different guys in. I feel like we could do that with a lot of guys.
I know it's really early in Grant's career, but just what level of confidence is driving him right now? He just seems at home in a lot of different situations.
Yeah, I mean, again, Mark, I think that's two things. Number one, he's a bright guy. He works really hard and all that stuff, but also he gets to play off of guys that are drawing a lot of attention. So that really helps. I forget who made the drive and missed a layup. Grant was there to tip it in. Grant was open on a couple of different times. His guys were over helping on drives, and he knocked them in and made tough shots or made good open shots. Like, he's figuring out where his spots are, where his opportunities are, and I think that it's also important that he continues to shoot the right ones, and he did that again tonight. He's been good.
Sticking on the young guys theme, Brad, do you have to be a little bit more patient defensively when you have a group of younger players in there to understand what the defensive assignments are, or is that something at this point of the season they're already fairly comfortable with?
Yeah, patience isn't one of my best qualities, so I would say no.
You understand where I'm going
with anybody making mistakes, but I think our players are good about accepting that and making sure they don't do it again. But these guys have been around enough. They may see an action for the first time, but by now, 50 games in,
right,
you've seen most everything, and so you know what your role is, you know what your job is. You just have to do it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brad.